Hello, everybody. Welcome. Hope everybody's having a good Wednesday. Wait a little bit and see if some folks have a chance to hop on. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about. Hello, folks. Oh, the party is here. Talk to you guys a little bit about how I've been doing my. Hey, Angel. How I've been doing my assignments for my kids this year, how I've been giving them their homeschool assignments. Thought I'd share it with you guys. Let me flip the camera around and we'll get started. All right, so I've got the camera in kind of a landscape mode this morning or this afternoon because I've got something I want to show you on the computer. And I'm actually, let me introduce myself and then let me tell you that I'm not really myself today. So my name is Lena Sutherland. I'm a homeschool mom of 7. 5 of them are school age this year, and 2 are preschool baby little person size. You can find me online at homeschoolingwithouttrainingwheels.com. Oh, thanks. hswotrainingwheels.com, and then the same thing on Instagram and other places. hswo training wheels. On Forrest, I'm so glad you're here because I'm going to talk about you in just a minute. Were your ears burning? Is that why you hopped on Periscope? So I am here today because Beth Napoli is out of town, and she asked me if I could be one of the people to fill in for the Tech in Your Homeschool, Techie Homeschool Mom Facebook page while she was away scoping for her. So I'm going to do that today, and let me give you a little bit of Beth's contact information since I'm kind of standing in for her today. So Beth Napoli's website is techiehomeschoolmom.com, and she is the creator of the online unit studies, which we have used and loved. So definitely check that out if you haven't already seen those. And then you can find Beth on Periscope at Love Learn Free. And you can also find this group that I'm talking about on Facebook. It's the Tech in Your Homeschool Facebook group. So you can just search for Tech in Your Homeschool on Facebook. So I'm going to be posting this to the Tech in Your Homeschool Facebook group. And Forrest, your little sweetie is great. Hazel is doing just great. So thank you for asking. So I'm on here today because I totally copied Forrest's idea. So Forrest, I'm glad you're on here. If you're not already following Forrest, definitely follow Forrest Rose. Her Instagram, or rather her Periscope, is Kingdom First HS, Kingdom First Homeschool. No troubles. So Kingdom First Homeschool, follow her. I'm copying her idea because she got on, I think it was maybe towards the end of last school year. I don't know, Forrest, you're going to have to remind me when. But she talked about how she started doing her kids' assignments on a blog. And I just thought that was a fantastic idea, especially because a lot of our assignments are digital this year. And so it just made sense to set it up in such a way where they could go to one place and then just click from there and, go to their assignments that are online. So I'm going to show you how I've set mine up, but I just want to make it clear that the idea of doing assignments on a blog was not my original idea. It was Forrest's idea. So I'm basically just showing you how I've copied Forrest's idea and then a little bit of how we use that. So anyway, yeah, it's worked out really great. We've been, middle of the second week now, and it seems to be working well. So let me flip the camera around and I'll show you a little bit about that. Okay, so this is our blog, and so Amy, I'm using Blogger, which I used to have, or I still do have, a family blog on Blogger. And I think Blogger is really, really simple to use if you don't need anything fancy. I mean, Blogger wasn't a good choice for me for my homeschool blog because I needed more flexibility. But if you just need something really, really simple, Blogger was really simple. Okay, well, anyway, I'm giving you credit today, Forrest. So that's, I'm happy to do that. Former public school teacher. Okay, so I'm a former public school teacher too. What grades did you teach? So we called our blog Hilltop Ludus, and here's why. Because our house is Hilltop. We call our house Hilltop Farms. The name of our road is Hilltop Farms Drive. 5th grade. Okay, I taught 2nd and 3rd grade. So ludus is the Latin word for school, but the coolest thing about it is that ludus can either be translated school or game. And if you know anything about us, we're a huge board gaming family, and also we incorporate a lot of, learning play into our multi-level Montessori. That sounds fun. So, and also I have a Latin degree, so I'm just kind of a geek like that. So Hilltop Ludus, because what we do is part school and part game. So here's a glance at their assignments for today, and this is just I think, Forrest, you had maybe different blogs for different kids or different pages on the blog for different kids. I'm not sure, but I just have one page per day. So the title of the blog post is just the date, and then you can see over here the archives for the other days if they wanted to flip back and look at something, that they'd done previously. Today for math, they have a YouTube video to watch, and I'll show you in just a minute how I embedded that YouTube video because we love, one for each kid. Yeah, so we don't really have to keep a lot of records, but it occurred to me this is going to be great because I'll be able to look back and know exactly how long we spent, studying each topic and, when did they start reading this chapter book and about how many chapters were they able to get to in a week and that kind of thing. About YouTube. If you want to use a YouTube video with your kids, pop up for me and tell me what's the struggle as a homeschool mom with, like, you want your kids to watch a YouTube video, but fill in the blank. What's the problem? What's the thing that makes you hesitate? Or, the pop-ups, right? The ads, what's on the sidebar, the things that come up afterwards where, they watch this video and then it says, now watch this one on who knows what, and you really don't have any control on what they suggest afterwards. So you guys probably already know how to do this. Okay, I've never heard of Safe Share TV, so I'll have to look at that. Now, the ads that are at the beginning of the video, I don't have any secret for how to deal with that other than if you want to subscribe to YouTube Red. And if you do that, then you're basically paying your ad fee ahead of time. So you could do that if you want. I do hate the ads. I haven't had as much difficulty with, in other words, questionable content in the ads. The ads are annoying, but I haven't had difficulty with cut and paste YouTube URLs and you get a safe link. Okay, that's interesting. All right, so here's what I've done. And I'm just going to show you how I make a new post. And, if you've done anything with blogging or Blogger, this is really not fancy. You've done this before. But if you wanted to put a YouTube video in your post for your kids, all you've got to do is come over here to a new post, and you'll see there's kind of two formats. There's a compose, which would just be, regular typing, and you can use, bold and italics and all this. And then there's an HTML, which is, you're going to be entering the actual HTML. I don't know a lot about HTML, so I spend most of my time in compose. But if you want to embed a YouTube video, then you'd go to HTML. And here's the video that I embedded for my kids today. Safe Share to send videos out to my co-op class. All ads are removed. It's great. Okay, is Safe Share something that you have to pay for? Because I would love to know more about that. That is brand new to me. Okay, well, I'm just going to have to look into that after this scope is over. So here's what I've done so far. Go down to Share, and then choose Embed. And what you want to do is, here's the link to, that you could copy to embed the video, but click on Show More. And the thing that you want to make sure that you do is this box that says Show Suggested Videos when the video finishes. You want to make sure that that is unchecked. So if it's checked, then at the end of the video, it's going to pop up with, here's a bunch of other ones you can use. But if you uncheck that, then it's going to play the video, and then it's just going to stop, and it won't suggest other videos that your kids could watch. Because I realized that, even though I only embedded this one video, when it popped up with suggestions at the end, the kids were still able to click on those other videos, whatever random suggestions YouTube. No, I haven't written a post about it yet, Amy, but I should. And I also have a feature called Jing where I can kind of screen capture what I do, and I found that to be helpful to show people what I'm doing to make a website. So anyway, or to make a blog post. So, okay, so like I said, you want to embed, but you want to make sure that this box is unchecked where it says Show Suggested Videos when the video finishes. And once you've made sure you've made that selection, then you're going to want to copy this whole embed here, go over to your new post, make sure you're in HTML. You're breaking up with Blogger for yourself, yeah. And paste. And it doesn't look like anything interesting here, but then when you go back to the compose mode, you should be able to see a screenshot of what you're putting in there. Yeah, so basically every day, all I have to do is go in and copy and paste. Normally, I think maybe you could just copy and paste the post from the day before. I copy from 2 days before because I have this one activity that I alternate with my kids. So one day they do one thing in Latin, and the next day they do a different review activity in Latin. So I go back 2 days and copy from, what I had 2 days ago. But just to give you an example of what a day would look like. So today they have this math video to watch, which is actually from TED Ed. And so then there's a quiz on TED Ed that they can take about the video that they've watched. History, we do the Veritas Press history. And so, it says click here, and then I tell them what lesson they should be on. Yes, the resources that we use for Latin right now are free. We have paid before, but right now we're using Headventureland, and I think I showed Headventureland in a scope that I did on Latin resources, but I'm not sure. But I can do another scope on Headventureland because we were loving it. So today they're going to do the chart challenge for Latin for Children. And you'll notice that under all of these it says, Amy just searched for Headventure, like adventure, but headventureland.com. And it goes along with the Veritas Press stuff. Okay. You have to check my blog. I have a post on my blog about why teach Latin and why not teach Latin. Because I have some thoughts on that. But and then you'll notice that under each of these assignments, it tells something that they need to comment. So when they, for example, when they do their chart challenge, it will say, like, you got a 97A. And so they just are supposed to come down to the bottom of the post and write a comment about what they did. Basically, it's a way, exactly, that's it, headventureland.com. And not everything that's on there is free, but there's some free stuff you can get to. So right now what we're using is free. Okay, so I want them to comment at the bottom of the blog post. I get emailed when there's a comment on the blog, so theoretically I could use the comments to keep track real time of what they're doing. I never am up on that. Like, they're off doing their schoolwork, and it's not till later that I look back and see what they've done. But each thing just has a particular, like, for example, silent reading. It says comment with the book name and the chapter or pages you read, so that they can just say, like, I read My Side of the Mountain, the 3rd chapter, whatever. And so it's kind of wound up, I didn't really even intend it this way, but it's kind of wound up to be like this retrospective log of what we did, not the morning stuff necessarily, but their independent work and what they've been working on, and how long it took them to get through a particular book or whatever. So that's been kind of cool. Let's see if there's anything else I was going to share about this. I think that's it. So anyway, those are just a few of the ways that I've been using the idea that Forrest came up with. Oh, and I've also been adding links on the side over here. Things that aren't necessarily a part of a particular lesson, but just, here are some other educational Padlet to share ideas with others reading the same stuff. Okay, that's another thing I don't know about. So clearly you need to be doing some scopes about some of these awesome tech tools that you're aware of. And if you're not already a member of Tech in Your Homeschool, you definitely could hop on that Facebook group, because we would love for you to, like, an online post-it note. That's cool. Yeah, so definitely Social Studies Whisperer. Are you a member of Tech in Your Homeschool? Because if not, we need you there. You need to hop on and request membership in that group, because we would love to have your input and your expertise. So, okay, well, let me flip the camera back around and say goodbye to y'all. So, okay, once again, running through all the stuff. I'm Lena Sutherland. You can find me at hswotrainingwheels.com or hswotrainingwheels on Instagram or on Facebook. Just a side note, there is an $800 cash giveaway on Instagram from a bunch of the iHomeschool bloggers. So if you have not been on my Instagram page or someone else's Instagram page who's running this giveaway, you definitely should. Yeah, I'm not going to be careful about wishing for new tech ideas. I bring it. I say bring it. Yes, Instagram giveaway. Today is the last day. It ends at midnight. So definitely hop on Instagram, my Instagram account, or someone else's who's in the iHomeschool Network giveaway, and take a look at that. And then, as I said, I'm standing in today for Beth Napoli, TechieHomeschoolMom.com. Her Periscope handle is Love Learn Free, and you can find the Tech in Your Homeschool group on Facebook. So thank you all for joining me. I hope you have a lovely afternoon.